Halo Infinite's winter update has been out for about a week now, and I feel I've spent enough time exploring the new content to give a solid review of it. I'll be breaking down this update into 5 separate parts. Forge, co-op campaign, the new maps and new mode, match XP and the battle pass, and quality of life improvements. I'll be going over these topics in that order and grading each part of the update on a scale of 1 to 10. At the end, I'll add these scores together and divide by 5 to give an overall rating for this update. So without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. Let's begin with Forge. The mode has tremendous potential and players within the community are already starting to create amazing maps and modes. I've seen Infection, Griffball, Speed Halo, and Octagon just to name a few popular ones. If you want to see exactly what's there, I highly encourage you to hop on Halo Infinite and look through the file share. With that being said, 343 did not release the custom game server browser along with Forge. That is slated to come out this March with Season 3. If you ask me, that's a huge missed opportunity. Yes, you can look up the most popular maps and modes and look up individual creators, but showing off new content and organizing play sessions through Discord and Xbox looking for group isn't as easy as just browsing through a list of servers you could join on the spot and play. For now, YouTube, Discord, and other third-party means will need to be used to show off content and spread the word. Forge is still a bit buggy, quite like the rest of the game. Note that 343 slapped a beta sticker over the Forge, so I guess some of the issues can be forgiven for now. The game has a tendency to crash since this update went live, so don't forget to quick save every now and then to make sure you don't lose too much progress in case your game crashes. This review wouldn't be complete without mentioning the sheer extent to which you can customize your Forge maps. Forgive my pun, but the possibilities really are infinite. To name just a few, you can texture, color, and resize just about any building block or terrain piece within this Forge. You can alter the position of the sun in the sky and control the intensity and color of the light. You can also individually change the color of the lighting coming from different directions. This means it is possible to have, for example, green light propagating from the north and red light coming from the east. There's wind physics, fogs, and other particle effects such as snow and embers. The ambient background noise of your maps are also customizable, and you can even add individual sound effects around your map for added ambiance and immersion. It's really nice to see Halo 5's Forge has been built upon and given more options than before. If you're familiar with Halo 5's Forge, the controls and menus are nearly identical, so you should feel right at home. I found a glitch within the menus though. Say for example you're trying to resize a block and you want to change all 3 dimensions at the same time. There's currently a bug with resizing items within the menus. If you change the values for the X, Y, and Z axes simultaneously, only the first value will be retained. This means you need to change one value, exit the menu, then reopen the menu again to change the next value and so on. A minor annoyance for now, but not game breaking. Also, I may just be blind and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't see an option to group items and save them as a single entity like you can in Halo 5. I may just be mistaken and it might have something to do with the prefab system, however I haven't used it or figured it out yet, so if anybody knows what's going on, please leave a comment and tell me, I'd really appreciate it. Now, as far as scripting goes, I can't speak much on it. I know the system is incredibly robust and allows you to change almost every aspect of your game. The aforementioned Infection and Griffball maps and modes were made by players with the help of clever scripting. Note that these 2 staple modes are still not officially in Halo Infinite. Additionally, it has been revealed that a prototype version of Infection was mistakenly My god, I can't even say that without laughing. Additionally, it has been revealed that a prototype version of Infection was mistakenly released with this update, and 343 has since taken action to hide the mode. I found this out via a Mint Blitz video this morning, and I will link the video in the description. As a side note, that is absolutely fucking ridiculous. We've been waiting for these modes, Infection especially, since the game came out. And speaking of when the game came out, it's been a year to the fucking day. Today. And they've still got their fingers so far up their collective assholes they could scratch the back of their fucking throats with it. Sorry, that was a bit of a tangent, but I needed to bring that up. To summarize, Forge is the star of the show here undoubtedly and is single-handedly keeping this game off of life support. A step in the right direction for now, but there's still a long way to go. For now, the community members are the ones really making this game shine, not 343 Industries. Now we're on to the campaign. Co-op campaign is buggy, messy, and it needs some more work, but holy hell is it fun. When it functions, everything is mostly smooth, but when it doesn't, oh boy does it fail spectacularly. What? my buddy gonna be there the whole time? Yes. I was worried how the game would handle the open world after catastrophic glitches such as the one I just showed, but simply ending the session and reloading the mission fixed the issue and we were able to continue our progress. Once we reached the open world for the first time, I was pleasantly surprised to see how stable the experience was for the most part. The game can sometimes be glitchy and buggy, but it hardly impacted the fun my friend and I were too busy having. Split-screen couch co-op is not present on PC nor Xbox, so if you're anticipating that possibility, 343 asks that you simply go and fuck yourself. Remember when Bonnie Ross said on stage,
"For any FPS going out forward, we will always have split screen in going forward."
You're a liar! You're a liar! You know something that you're not telling us, you liar!
At this point, I'm all but certain that screen watching is a thing of the past and will never get another Halo campaign with split screen functionality. 343 Industries, you are professionals at taking L's. I gotta hand it to you. Even doing the bare minimum is too much to ask. Now, I don't want to be negative the whole video, but if I don't highlight the pluses and the minuses, I would be leaving out important information. Let's move on to some more positive points. Spartan cores. The points that you use to upgrade your kit are shared between players. This means when one player claims a core, every other co-op player will also gain 1 point which they can individually spend how they so choose. So effectively, one player can choose to upgrade their grapple shot, while your buddy may want to use that same core you just found on his shield upgrade. Another very nice aspect of co-op is the fact that when you die, you retain your weapons and grenades. Say for example you had 3 out of 4 shots left in your sniper when you died. When you respawn, your magazine will still have those 3 shots left. Also, you can still go to FOBs before mainline campaign missions and gear up with the most overpowered weapons you have access to and bring them along for the ride. Very cool. We haven't tested exactly how far you can go away from your fellow Master Chief before the game teleports you back, but suffice to say, you have ample room to explore away from your teammates and we have not had an issue yet. After playing 4 hours of co-op, I found it to be extremely fun and notice I've been fiending to play it more while I wait for my friend to come home from work. It mostly functions as intended, however, the entire game has more bugs, glitches, and instability as a whole since this update went live. Hopefully, in the coming days to weeks, we'll see a hotfix or patch for some of these issues. But for now, I'm just happy to be able to play this amazing campaign with my friends, and I'm having an absolute blast doing so. Live service gaming is cancer.
It really is. I don't have the recharge.
Let me see if I can grab you. No, oh, no, I'm gonna go. Ah! No, I'm falling! Oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh, I made it back up.
No, I fucking died trying to help you. Next on the list is the new maps and mode. The 2 new maps are decent enough. They do a good job of showcasing what Forge is capable of, but they're nothing all too special on their own. Detachment has a cool design, and I like that the map's power weapon, usually a spanker or cinder shot, is separated from the main part of the terrain on a smaller island separated by the void. You traverse back and forth between these 2 landmasses via man cannons, teleporters, and a grappling hook that spawns on the smaller island. The map is symmetrical and plays well. Also, my buddy said it kind of reminds him of the pit and now I can't unsee it. 5 out of 7 decent map, would play again. However, when I started to write this script, I had not seen Argyle come up in rotation yet and I just thought I had to play more for it to come up. But as it turns out, 343 took this map out of public playlists, citing a lighting issue as the reason. I haven't seen what they're talking about, but shit, that's just 343 for you. The map seems to be good, however, since I haven't been able to play it in matchmaking, I cannot attest to how it flows and plays with real players. The aesthetic is very nice though. Reminds me of a cross between 2 Halo Reach maps, Anchor 9 and Countdown. Covert 1 Flag is a new asymmetric game mode which has the attacking team equipped with pulse carbines, pistols, and unlimited active camo, while the defenders have energy swords, commandos, and unlimited threat sensors. The mode is more fun than it has any right to be, however there's a small caveat to that statement. This mode truly shines when played on larger maps, such as Behemoth, Launch Site, and the new Detachment. Playing it on smaller, tighter maps, like Recharge, Livefire, or Streets, isn't very fun because these maps are too small. Please allow me to explain. The threat sensor has quite a large range that can reveal players, and when playing this mode on the aforementioned smaller maps, this can become very frustrating. When played on Launch Site, for example, there is much more room for maneuvering and allows for a more fun experience. Oh, and it seems that Launch Site now has some redeeming qualities. I think I can speak for the bulk of the player base when I say that I don't like this map very much and it sucked for the traditional 4v4 modes like Slayer due to its inflated size. Almost every time I play Team Slayer on this map, multiple players end up quitting because the pacing is so slow and boring. and I can hardly blame them. And even if players stay the whole time, the match usually ends because the time limit ran out rather than one of the teams reaching 50 kills. Thanks to that larger size, launch site is the perfect map for Covert 1 flag. Overall, I think it's a solid part of the update, and credit where credit is due, I think they did a good job here. I just have no idea why they would rather make this game mode rather than Infection and Griftball. And I'm gonna continue to bitch until they add them. Match XP is finally in the game, and 343 added a 30-tier Battle Pass, which is quite frankly heavily padded and still missing reach items. That is a huge slap in the face if you ask me. The Battle Pass itself is lackluster and padded with a ton of filler content and duplicates. For example, the security shoulders, with and without the Kukuri, take up 4 out of 30 of the Battle Pass slots. Oh, and here's a list of all the classic Reach cosmetics that are still inaccessible through either the Heroes of Reach Battle Pass or the current Winter Update Battle Pass. I'm gonna do this in one take, are you ready? EOD helmet, JFO helmet, HAZOP helmet, Gungunner helmet, military police helmet, operator helmet, pilot helmet, security helmet, JFO shoulders, operator shoulders, commando shoulders, HAZOP shoulders, jump jet shoulders, multi-threat shoulders, recon shoulders, and the M1 combat knife chest. By the way, that last chest piece is the default chest in Reach before you unlock a single thing, and it's inaccessible and infinite. I don't even have any fucking words for that. I just wanted you to know that. If you ask me, that's still a lot of the Reach stuff still missing and inaccessible. Now, let me just briefly talk about the XP system. The fact that earning XP in a multiplayer game has to be quote-unquote beta tested is downright confusing and pathetic. But hey, at least we have it now. Also, I don't know why they needed to slap that with a beta label as well. It's nice that you can actually progress without doing challenges now, but I can't believe we waited a fucking year for it. I'm gonna be real with y'all, Chief. I've recorded all the audio for this video on the 14th of November in the daytime. It is now November 15th at 4:25 in the morning, and I'm still sitting here editing. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want me to read this entire wall of text to you. These here are all the quality of life improvements. After reviewing each part of this update, these are my final scores. I give the Winter Update a fair 7 out of 10. There's been a lot of damage done by 343 Industries this last year, and no doubt their reputation is one of the worst in gaming, but this is the first step in correcting the mistake. Now that the community has forged, we can finally show the true potential Halo Infinite has to the world, and together we can make amazing custom games for everyone to enjoy. Because at the end of the day, it's the community that keeps these franchises alive. Look at Skyrim and how the modding community kept that game relevant for a decade plus now. I'm already starting to feel better about the direction of Infinite now that we can help control its trajectory. I hope this video has provided some good insight into Halo Infinite 1 year later. And look, even if the game had released this exact way 1 year ago, I would still call it a buggy and unfinished mess of a game. For better or worse, we're in it for the long haul, so let's just enjoy what we've got for now and make our own fun since now we have that option. Hopefully this video has inspired some of you to hop on Forge and share your creations with the world. I know I'll definitely be showing off my maps soon. How do you feel about the Winter Update so far? Have you played it? Have you been avoiding Halo Infinite? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, that's about gonna wrap it up for me. So like always, if you've made it to the end of the video, you're an OG, triple OG, and I definitely love you for it. Thank you for watching, and I always appreciate the time you guys take to watch my videos. It means the world to me, genuinely. With all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.